Alright, so I recently finished reading Leaving Time by Jodie Picoult. And Jenna's mother disappeared when she was 3, and Jenna is now 13. And she went out to go find a sidekick to help her possibly find out where her mother is. Is she dead? Did she disappear? Or did she just leave her? She's very curious. So she finds this sidekick. Her name is Serenity, and she tells her some basic information, but when Serenity finds out that she wants her to help her find a missing person, Serenity is like, I don't do it anymore. This is not something I can do. I'm sorry. You have to go. And obviously, Jenna is upset, so she leaves and she goes back home. So right now, she's currently living with her grandmother, and her father is he's in a facility for mental illness. So every once in a while, like, Jenna does go to see her father, and like, he's not always there. So sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad, but sometimes she does have a chance to have like some kind of conversation with him that kind of makes her happy and feel loved inside. So one day after she leaves, spend time with her father, she's doing some research, and then she's looking at the old case from years ago when her mother disappeared, and she was trying to find the officer that was working the case. So that officer is now a private investigator. So she finds this guy, and he's in his apartment really drunk, and she's like, wow, what is this? So she convinces him to like go to a little side shop to get some coffee so they can talk. He sobers up, and they discuss what they have to discuss, and then she offers to hire him to help her figure out what happened to her mother. So now, as the PI and Jenna are working together to try to find clues, they kind of hit a roadblock. So Jenna reaches back out to Serenity. So now the PI, the sidekick, and the little girl, they're all working together to try to find answers to these unanswered questions that they've been having for a while. Now, as far as the PI and the sidekick, one thing that they keep thinking to themselves is like, why do I care so much about helping this little girl? Because there's something about her that is drawing them to her, and it's making them really want to discover the truth and get some closure to see what actually happened to this little girl's mother. But honestly, this book was amazing. Like, once again, this is a book that I never would have thought that I would like, and it's now one of my favorite books. And this book, it gets you emotionally invested in all the characters. Like, there's some ups and some downs, but like, it really gets to you. And like, as I was reading this book, I just felt like I was a fly on the wall, and I was like right there with them the whole time. Like as they're going, I feel like I'm right behind them. Like, I just feel like I'm really, really in the story as it's progressing. But honestly, this was a really good book. I would love for everyone to read this book. Like, I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. It is definitely not what you would expect at all, but like, when it's done, it's like, wow, that was awesome. I'm glad I read this. So yeah, with that in mind, definitely check it out.